So we're here at Shoe Healer, and we've had a message from somebody. It's at BYN91. Asked a really good question about the uppers on our shoes, and do we ever see on the uppers where the grain of the leather is quite loose, and which brands have the better leather and which brands don't? To be honest with you, it's really so rare. In fact, I can't remember when I've last sent a pair of shoes back, because I inspected the leather, I inspected the shoes, and I saw growth marks in the leather, or where they've used the what they call the neck end of the hides and wrong parts of the hide, and it's created a problem. It does happen, but it's so rare. I can't remember when I last sent a pair of shoes back. If we look at any of these shoes, and I've just been having a quick look around all these shoes, trying to find something with what we would not like to see in your boots. And as much as I'm pulling at all these leathers and looking for some marks or something that I can show you, a cheaper leather, or a leather that shouldn't have been used, I can't find any. All these beautiful shoes, and I just can't find any. However, these are the Trickers and the Cheaneys, which are some of the better shoes that we have. Let's go and have a quick look at some lesser shoes. Cut that last comment out. Lesser shoes. Lesser shoes, a cheaper shoe, a more economical shoe. Not everybody wants to be on the top end shoe, so there are some more economical shoes, and you would think that they would start to bring in some lesser quality leathers. But even on these not so expensive, let's say, Azor shoes, the leather is still beautiful. Absolutely lovely. And if you were going to see, this is £100 trainer. If you were going to see that that grade of leather and see the leather starting to pull, that's where you would probably think you would see it. Over here we have some. These are the Barkers that are the international Barkers, so they're of a cheaper range. And again, when we look at the leathers, they're just absolutely beautiful, absolutely fabulous. I can't find anything to give you an example of something that's not really smart. There is, however, one. Let's just run round here. This boot here has a different grade of leather. It's a Chatham boot, a ladies' fashion boot, Chatham boot, not an expensive boot. And if you look at the leathers there, looking at these leathers here, look, you see how that's creasing a little bit differently. Now, totally different to the Barker's leather. That's lovely leather, but this leather, even though it's creasing a little bit here, and you see that, it will look lovely when it's worn in. It will look absolutely fabulous, that leather, and I can't get it to pull or to strain at all. But we can see that this is a different leather to what's being used here on the Barkers. Now, to be honest, a good few years ago, we did have some Barkers coming through with a little bit of, the leather was a little bit off, but that stopped. Obviously, a few retailers like me complained about that. Absolutely beautiful leathers that we see from Barker shoes now. This is a Chatham, and again, when this leather's bedded in, it will be absolutely fine. It's a different quality level, a different grade of leather. I do see on older shoes, maybe leather that's not been looked after like it should have been, where the leather starts to pull and the grain's very loose, and I have seen it, but it's so rare. All the top manufacturers, they all use great leathers. They wouldn't want to send anything out that wasn't right, because they've got to put it right for the customer again.